Legends tell of the mythical creature known as the Bigfoot. Rumored to be 8 feet tall with hair all across his body, he has only rarely been sighted and photographed, even less. This mysterious cryptid has attracted curious adventurers and oddballs who seek answers. Here in Edinburgh, there's one preeminent Bigfoot hunter, Carol Razzie. I've come to Edinburgh to investigate the history and the mystery of the hunt for Bigfoot.
I'm so glad to be in Edinburgh today to talk to you about big feet and small minds. It's wonderful to see such immense community participation. We start our journey in ancient Athens when Socrates asked, "What is Bigfoot?" Bigfoot, scientific name Pedis magnitudinus, is a member of the family Hominidae, known for a single well-travelled and elusive specimen, who you can see in this picture. As I'll demonstrate here, this creature is not mythical, whatever the Philistines and big zoology shills at Wikipedia have you believe. I'm in the park at a big zoo. This is the culmination of my life's work. I have spent thousands of hours, thousands of pounds tracking Bigfoot to find him here in Edinburgh. I'm very glad to be here. I'm only here on the generosity of Peter Matthews' son, who has comped my tickets and my hotel.
Yeah, now that actually happened, we actually faked the letter and booked her room. But she was right about there being a Bigfoot craze. I'm actually surprised people turned up.
Why did you feel the need to do all this and keep up this charade?
Well, she was semi-sane once. She used to be a lecturer and she talked about mythological creatures in literature. Her work actually helped to inspire Game of Thrones. It's crazy to think what she'd become now.
Do you know what happened that caused this shift in her?
That was a really serious accident. She used to be a professional skateboarder, and at her last game, she had a really nasty fall. There was blood everywhere. It was gnarly as fuck, dude.
You're being here today to assist in the search for Bigfoot. He could be around any corner, any tree, any drink, any pillar, any especially large rock, any statue, any desk of a sufficient size, even behind a particularly massive clock.
Ms. Razzie is clearly invested in her search for Bigfoot. To see what she might get out of this endeavor, I have used Footbook to track down Bigfoot myself and have invited him to an interview.
Well, I guess I've just not really been that photogenic. I mostly keep to myself, you know.
Urban myth says you recovered from head to toe in fur. Is that true?
Well, actually on that, body hair kind of actually freaks me out. Just all that build-up and all that bacteria just, ugh. So I actually wax my entire body every morning.
Every day? Is that not tiring for you?
It is quite tiring, but it makes me feel better. Although I was considering laser, but it's quite the investment, and I'm worried it'd make me feel like less of a Bigfoot, you know?
Many people have tried to track you down, and I'm frankly impressed that I managed to do so for this undertaking. How is it that you are so elusive?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I mean, I like traveling. I go on a lot of hikes, I guess. But to be honest, I haven't even tracked myself. How can anybody else find me if I can't find myself, you know? Sorry, I'm rambling a bit.
Is there anything you'd like us to know about you?
Well, my name isn't actually Bigfoot. That's my species. I went by Sasquatch in college, but I go by Greg now, Greg Raphael. I don't know. Bigfoot just kind of stuck for some reason. I don't know why.
And what of your friends? What can you tell me about them?
I have a few close friends. I mean, my homie Nessie, Mothman, and the toothy. Those would be my closest friends. And I guess I have a few others, but I mostly keep to myself.
As I said goodbye to Greg, it struck me that his life might not be as nice as he let on. I contacted his friends to find out more about this mysterious creature. I first managed to get in contact with the Loch Ness Monster, a being entrenched in the mire of mystery, never before captured on camera.
Mate, why are you fucking filming me? Fucking stop that, mate! You fucking bomb! Stop that!
I hope you don't mind me asking, but Nessie, since you're so elusive, what are you doing in Edinburgh of all places?
Why would I be in Loch Ness when I can be in Hyde pumping your mom? No one ever actually recognises me though. Apart from the big F, a Bigfoot man, what a fucking monster!
I see.
Here, actually though, me and the big F are having freeze for Halloween, you should be along. No mate, we actually go as the tailor. I'm talking bamboo, me and the big F, getting over lassies. Mate.
It quickly dawned on me that I wouldn't be getting much else from Nessie, who became increasingly more occupied with sniffing her keys instead of conversing with me. Next, I spoke with Mothman, a mystical cryptid known to leave disaster and destruction in his wake. He currently resides in Dundee. Mothman! 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 Lovely to meet you, Mothman. Please, tell me a bit about yourself.
It's pronounced Motham, actually.
Motham, my apologies.
Anyway, your inquiry. Who am I? Art. I am art. Art is my life.
And, who's Bigfoot to you?
Ah, Gregory. Yes. He is my muse. Desire of my affections, what an intriguing soul. To me, he seems a Dorian Gray type of Oscar Wilde, you know what I mean? The picture
familiar.
fame. Yes. Oh, what an intriguing man. Such an open book, and yet so depressively sad. What I would give to find myself in the deep, dark mind of that most interesting man.
Okay.
Oh, dark, glorious cocoon. Light that's quite.
What are you doing here? Do you want to come into the ring with me? Have a swing at me? Come on, get in. Your teeth. They're so pearly and white. Come on. Where are you going? Are you going to the dentist? Fuck! I fucking hate the dentist. They take what's mine. Fuck!
We tried contacting one more of Bigfoot's friends, named The Creature, but he was unavailable to comment. As you can see, Bigfoot's friends seem to have very diverse interests. They all paint a very different portrait of the cryptid, yet none of them seem to know the complete Greg. I return to the person who claims to know him best, Carol Razzie. Hi, Carol. You seem to have changed since we last spoke. What's going on?
Been preparing my mind, my body, to find Bigfoot. He could be anywhere. He could be around any tree, around any corner. I've got to be ready.
What do you mean when you say preparing your body?
It's mostly been a diet consisting of soft rocks, chalk, talcum powder. I've also been injecting 50 centilitres of high-spec pickle brine. To catch Bigfoot, I need to be hard and salty.
How is this helping you find...
1 minute. Okay, so
And how is this helping you find Bigfoot?
the rocks have a certain magnetic property that draws me to the Bigfoot. They also have a second spiritual property to ward off the ghouls and goblins.
Sorry, ghouls and goblins?
Ghoul.
Is that something we gotta be worried about?
Ghouls and goblins, you gotta be worried. You gotta keep your snout to the ground. There will be malicious varmints in league with the cryptids trying to stop you.
I'd like to observe your work. Is that possible?
It is. But if you hold me back or fail to keep up, I will be forced to abandon you, to die in squalor.
Her methods seem erratic and nonsensical, but after observing Carol for many hours, I believe she acts out of a precise and deliberate attempt to reach some sort of truth. She is more than eccentric, but her actions are based on research. It is clear she believes she is making a difference.
Demigul. Government agent. Circumcised.
How do you detect these people?
When you've eaten as much chalk as me, their magnetic fields produce a detectable aura. They can have EMP qualities. That's how Bigfoot, with his massive aura, did the Hindenburg.
Wow.
You know, kid, you got heart and gumption. You're pretty fit for this kind of work. You remind me of myself before I sought to see what couldn't be seen.
Aw, thanks, Carol. I'm sure you're attending Bigfoot Halloween party?
Bigfoot? Bigfoot? Bigfoot party. Bigfoot Halloween party?
Carol,
Yeah?
where have you been? We've been so worried about you. I went to your flat, but it was empty and filled with bugs and creatures. You haven't answered my call in weeks.
I had to. I'm pretty sure I told you, but I had to bug bomb my apartment and destroy my phone. It was hindering my research.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't do that to anyone. Fact of the matter. What's your issue? I mean, what do you mean a bug bomb? What the hell is that? Where have you been fucking staying even?
Look, trust me, I have never been better. I've been living off rocks and soils and brines.
No,
I'm
you're-
feeling great.
No, you're living on the street. And don't tell me this about Bigfoot. Do you know what you're doing to our family?
The two continued to argue until Carol saw someone with above average shoe size and ran off after them, convinced they were
Do
Bigfoot.
you know?
He must know
What do you-
something.
No. What do you know what's going
Her
on?
brother Maurizio began to question me, so I left quickly too. The question, who is Bigfoot, is made even more difficult to answer by the fact that Bigfoot himself seems to be changing. I met up with him again to check in on how he's doing.
So Bigfoot, since I've seen you last, has much changed at all?
I mean, not really. I mean, basically, I've started realizing some things. Something's shifted.
In what way?
Well, I read Eat, Pray, Love because Malcolm told me to, and I just started thinking, I have no clue who I am. All these places I've travelled, all these things that I've done, and I couldn't tell you one thing I've learned from that. But like, who am I? Why am I? What's the purpose of me? To go out with Nessie? To read with the Mole Man? Do I even like doing that? Do I even like myself? Oh, I just feel so alone. How long does one go through this? Is this how humans feel all the time? Is this why they search for me? But then, is this why they've never found me?
But what about this party I've heard about? Aren't you excited to keep putting one big foot in front of the other?
I don't know. I don't know what to do when in a big crowd.
Carol seemed to gain a second wind after hearing about the party. Her methods became more extreme and direct. She's taken me to the streets of Edinburgh to ask the public for help.
Bigfoot, is he real? Is he fake? Is he responsible for the Hindenburg disaster? I think so. Care to talk about Bigfoot, anyone? Anyone like to talk about my Bigfoot research? Would you like to talk about my Bigfoot research? The actual reason nobody has cited Bigfoot, the last time he was spotted was following the Hindenburg disaster. Do you think there could be a possible link?
Well, one would doubt it very much. I mean, I would have thought, most sensible creatures would run very far away from lots of flames and noise, things like that. Maybe they were just around and just were seen getting away. I mean,
just happened to be there. Classic Bigfoot apologia. Any Bigfoot experiences? Any Bigfoot thoughts and feelings? Bigfoot prayers even? People think Bigfoot, harmless monster. Oh what, he just walks around, he's hairy, whatever. There's a darkness in Bigfoot.
Is there? How do you know he's not a gentle giant?
Because he killed like 36 people on a Zeppelin.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's what the Hindenburg disaster is.
Oh really? So I didn't know that, sorry, so thank you for...
Yeah, no, so, well, this is actually quite triggering for me. You should educate yourself before you speak on topics such as Bigfoot. Exciting developments happening in cryptozoology, please. Spend a minute to talk about Bigfoot. There is a Bigfoot in all of us. If you ran into Bigfoot, what would you do?
I'd take a picture of him.
Try and get the sign in a bit more, the 0.5. What do you know about Bigfoot?
Not much.
Lucky for you, there's a sale on 3 of my books for $12.99. Which care to purchase?
Not right now.
Bigfoot is here in Edinburgh. He could be anyone. Could be that guy. Could be that guy. IGFOOT. Any Bigfoot experiences?
I for one welcome our Bigfoot overlords with open arms and bated breath.
So you do not condone Bigfoot?
No further questions.
I think they are a creepypasta, so I don't think...
Who's paid for your silence?
Frankly, Bigfoot is real. I met the guy. He's really nice, a bit tall, but, I think we got along very well,
Where do you find Bigfoot?
In this here city.
Where, precisely?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be speaking to you.
Huh?
He says, oh, they got big feet. He's really big feet. You gotta watch out. I met the guy. Feet are tiny. No one talks about that, but it's true.
Is it the size of the feet that matter, or the motion of how they're walked?
Bigfoot was there. He got along very well with Jeffrey, but, I think we're looking into it very closely.
Is Bigfoot on the island? Is Bigfoot on the island? Was he on the island? Was he on the island? Are you guys ready for the Bigfoot onslaught? Do you have time to discuss Bigfoot? you can see the interest in Bigfoot in Edinburgh is massive, huge, substantial even. With all these people looking and knowing the truth, the real truth, undoubtedly, they'll find him soon. We hope.
The night of the party is finally upon us. I sent an associate to track the hunter's progress while I went to go greet Bigfoot inside. There's a tangible sense of anticipation in the air because for the first time, I know both my subjects will be present. Let's go check it out. Whoa.
It's going alright. I mean, I guess I don't really fit in, you know.
Why not? You're a cryptid. Isn't this your party?
I mean, I guess. I don't know, I just didn't really have anything to talk about with anybody. So.
You have plenty to talk about. You have so much to say.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll talk later a bit more, but I think for now it's just recorded.
Sometimes I feel like a fly on the wall, too. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But there's good food here. They have bananas.
Oh, not feeling too bad, mate, honestly. I'm fucking pissed right now. You got a cigarette on you? Got any drugs?
Whoa, what is it? You want your party? About me?
Get on the fucking crocodile, bitches!
I can feel it. It's my moment. I can feel the rocks in my stomach churning. Oh, I can feel the magnetic aura. But first, I must prepare. I need a disguise for the party. I need Bigfoot pheromones. And my Bigfoot detection implement.
What happened next was not recorded on video, but a bystander recounted the events to me after the commotion had dispelled.
It was fucking crazy. He just suddenly ran at someone and tackled them, screaming gibberish and spells. Like, I was terrified, but it took 3 of us off him to tear him off of him. Of course we called the cops. Are you crazy? Like, I need help or something.
The following scene is a dramatic reenactment by professional actors.
I got him! I got the Bigfoot! You won't take me alive! Oh fuck! Oh jeez! Oh fuck! Help! Help! Hey cab! Pig!
After the surprising turn last night took, I realized I had a duty of care and decided to follow Carol to her government-sanctioned wellness retreat.
Breathe out, Bigfoot isn't real. Bigfoot isn't real. Breathe in. Breathe out, Bigfoot isn't real. Bigfoot isn't real. Breathe in. Breathe out, Bigfoot isn't real.
Hi, I'm sorry to interrupt. Is this where the foot massage is being held?
No, dear, that's the download.
Ah, great, thank you.
Breathe in. Breathe out, Bigfoot isn't real. It's working. Breathe in. Breathe out, Bigfoot isn't real.
Bigfoot!
Breathe out,
Bigfoot!
Bigfoot!
Bigfoot! Bigfoot! Bigfoot!
Quando o relógio bate às 11, eu e minhas amigas vão pro rock choice. Sempre tem aquela que já tá choquita, sempre tem aquela que peligrosas, las quengas, las mafiosas. Llama las peligrosas, las quengas, las mafiosas.